West Campus High School, the Unstationary team.
We're from West Campus. My name is Adrian Gonzalez.
I'm Thomas George.
I'm Michael Finn.
My name is Alex Kim.
And I'm Brandon Mann.
I'm Daniel Ortega.
I'm Jack Slavin.
And I'm Lily Morrison-Harder.
We are West Campus Unstationary Urban Utopia for the impoverished individual. Our goal for this project was to create an affordable home for people of the low income bracket range or people who were impoverished. We hoped with this project to create a home for people who normally wouldn't be able to experience these kinds of luxuries, in essence, a house. The house would be mobile, as it is on a truck or something to pull it. We hope to create as much room, despite the fact it is a mobile home, and mobile homes tend to have some problems with room. The outside of the house would be a rustic style house. On the outside, we hoped with the rustic feel, it looked kind of like a log cabin, and so it can feel as if it is homey and welcoming for the people wanting to live inside of it. The interior would be modern and very sleek. It would feature many windows to allow lighting, cheap lighting. And it would feature many modern appliances for the people of the low income area. Can still feature many of the same things that people would experience with in the medium income range or in the higher income bracket range.
As you can see, the floor plan is divided into 3 different sections for the base level. At the front of the building, there is a living space, which is just under 94 square feet. The middle is dedicated to exterior under kitchen storage, which is not accessible from the interior and is meant for storing things that you won't be using on a day-to-day basis. And at the back of the floor, there is a bathroom/utility section, which is just under 84 square feet. It's dedicated to a washing machine and other utilities. As you can see in the renderings, at the front of the building, there is a living space/commons area, and the stairs do fold up into the wall to provide extra usage of the space that you can unleash the full potential of the area. And near the back, there's a simplistic bathroom, which you get to use as just very cost effective, and it is near the utilities, so the water doesn't need to travel as far in order to make the bathroom function. And right in front of the living room is the kitchen.
So in between the bathroom and living room, and on top of the storage area, is the kitchen. This kitchen was modeled with modern design aspects in mind and includes energy efficient appliances such as an electric stove and oven, a sink, and a fridge. And it also has cabinets, which are a very practical solution to the very cumbersome problem, which is that the space in the kitchen is somewhat narrow, so that doesn't really give us much area to work with when it comes to storage. But don't think of it as like something you have to squeeze through every time you have to pass through the kitchen. No, it's the area is about 150 square feet. So you can still have plenty of room to swing your arms around to be totally fine. It also has bay windows, which allow for a lot of natural lighting and way less dependence on electrical lighting, which is very good for the consumer because that means that they can save money on electricity costs and makes it more cost effective for them, which I'm sure they would view as very good. And on top of this very spacious kitchen is the loft of the house.
The loft is the 3rd level of our 3-level urban utopia. It's accessible by the ladder, which you can see by the label ladder here, is used to maneuver from the lower level, which is the restroom and utility area of the vehicle, up to the kitchen level, and then finally up to the loft level. This means that our consumer will have to be physically able, but since we're designing to target towards younger people, that shouldn't hopefully be a problem. Under 88 square feet, lots of windows that aren't shown on the diagram, but they are symmetrical on each side and allow for lots of lighting. And since it is the bedroom area of the loft, of the vehicle. That means that it should have a little element of privacy towards the back, but from the front view has a good vantage of the entire room and interior.
So for our engineering concept, we decided on wind turbines. Our idea was that as wind blows on the wind turbine, the rotor blades will spin, which will generate kinetic energy, and we eventually convert it into electrical energy. There are two types of wind turbines: horizontal axis wind turbines and vertical axis wind turbines. We decided on the horizontal axis wind turbines as it's the most common. We decided on standalone wind turbines, which won't have to be in a huge group of wind turbines, as it's going to be a singular wind turbine.
The cost and weight estimate were unfortunately cut off when we transferred to PowerPoint, so please refer to the paper we handed out to you. The cost estimate shows that we are well below the $50,000 budget at just over $24,000. Of all the materials in the tiny home, the oak wood siding cost the most at approximately $3,500, while the plaster walls cost the least at just $36. We decided not to include the cost of labor in our estimation, but we do approximate it to be between $15,000 and $18,000.
So like Alex said, there was an error in transferring the weight. So the project actually came in under the required 10,000 pounds at 9,195 pounds. Most of this weight came from the wood, and very little of the weight came from the stucco and the appliances, which were the lightest parts.
For the physical mock-up, we've decided to do a wall portion because we wanted to highlight how it is kind of unique, as in it's 2x6 studs. Usually homes are 2x4, so we wanted to show that we did create something that was to scale and was our own design rather than average. So I'm going to explain each feature of the wall. On the outside is the siding. This is just the oak wood siding. Again, it is to be a more log cabin feel. This is to be just more homey and more inviting to people who are on the outside and to the person who wants to have a nice looking home but still want to be a little cost effective. Below the siding will be the water vapor barrier. The water vapor barrier is very important as it protects the wood that's interior to getting moisture and to getting rotten, which is very important because we don't want this person to have rotten wood. Because they have rotten wood, that's just more money they'll have to spend on replacing it, and we want this to be as cost effective as possible. Below the wood is plywood, which we will show here. The plywood is just the basic exterior structural support. It supports the studs, and it's just to, again, provide support. The studs are what provides the most structural support. Again, these are 2x6 studs, not 2x4 studs, which we do want to highlight. They contain everything inside and interior. On the interior, we have insulation, wiring, our electrical wiring, and piping, and more appliances that will be on the outside can plug into, and everything is just kind of contained and well contained inside. On the outside of this, we have a sheetrock layer. This is just white, it's basic, because we do want to have this person who's moving into his home to be able to create and make their home more of their own. So having something basic can allow them to paint it, to design it, to make it something of their own, which is very important in today because some days you can't really design your own aesthetic, your own feel, and so we made sure that is a very important part of it. Thank you.
At this point, we'd like to thank SRBX, the great organization, and all our mentors who are essential in creating our mock-up and also in the 3D rendering, as some of the things we needed to do were above our skill level.
Now we'd like to present a video for our experience in doing this project and how much fun we had while doing it.
It's on the desktop.
Adrian, you have any inspiring messages?
Alright. So, Thomas, how long have you been doing Mesa?
Teamwork makes things faster.
Yeah, he's such a great man.
So we have our basic design. Now let everyone a round of applause.
No one can see our mistakes if they can't see them.
What are you doing to contribute to the group this year?
I'm so glad you asked.